Yeah, they love that stuff.
But the viewers gotta love it. They're doing it for a reason. You know what I mean? People want to see it,
They,
right?
I think people like the escapism. That's one of the comments I hear all the time about Housewives, that they actually want more of that. I actually think that's one of the reasons Beverly Hills is still doing
So
well.
well,
They don't
hundred
want the
percent.
normal, like,
No,
I
no,
mean,
they
that
want to
is
see
part
the
of the problem with New York. I think that nobody is the true upper. I mean, there's disgustingly wealthy people. And yes, now maybe they don't want to be on a TV show, but that's another story, which is why New York's hard to cast. But like, that's a complaint about New York, that they want to go back to, like, I mean, they never really had that, but they want the uber wealthy New York. I think people want to escape. I do. I get that in my DMs all the time. They don't want the
yeah.
average.
No, no. But I think that I think the difference is, I mean, the train wreck that this season is, because it's real with Erika, that's great. That's the kind of television that people want. But if they didn't have that, I think rather than, the horrible fighting and, ratting each other out for sleeping with this one or that one, you know what I mean? And having a show feel contrived, they'd rather have the Lisa Vanderpumps where you walk in and there's swans in the front yard and she's got, 100 little glass bud vases mounted to the wall and there's a fresh rose in each one of them. They want to see that over, someone calling someone a effing see you next Tuesday, right? Am I wrong about that?
I think for Beverly Hills, it's all about the opulence. Yeah. I think they
Yeah.
want to see all of that. I do.
Yeah.
With some interesting, because like a lot of people, I mean, I don't really always know how people feel about people until I have them on my show and then I read my comments. So like, I just had Crystal on my show.
I listened and I liked her better after listening to that show.
She's right. I mean, listen, I felt that she was authentic. Like, I talk to people all the time and I'm just like, not all the time, but a lot of times you're like, this wasn't real. I get it. There are people listening. Don't trust me, but like, I can tell when you have just been canned for an hour. Right, and I'm not going to call you out. I mean, but I can tell. Crystal, honestly, I feel was very authentic. And same thing with Sutton. She was on all 3 times. Like, but Crystal was really like, almost didn't, like, she didn't have that Hollywood edge. And I mean that in a good way. Like, I answer my questions, like, not thinking of a headline or a soundbite. She would just give me an answer. Right. Not afraid to answer, but also not trying to get the media so I really felt Crystal was very authentic, and that's why I like chatting with her.
I felt the same thing. And honestly, I was like, wow, I really kind of got her wrong. And I felt the way she talked about how she was nervous and a little camera shy, and it was hard for her in the beginning. I felt like and she said, she had the people were calling her cold or closed off. And she said, I'm not like that at all. I think it was nerves. And I thought, holy cow, I got her wrong, because I really enjoyed her on your podcast. And I listened to it because I thought, oh, let me see what she's saying. Let me listen to her and see if I'm wrong. And I was wrong about her. I like her.
A lot of people said that. I mean, granted, a lot of people did then comment and say, get her off the damn show. Like, she's boring as hell. I mean, I got a lot of that. I mean, it's in all the comments. I don't delete the comments, but she's coming back. I mean, I think it's a hard season to stand out. I mean, it was Erika's season. Like, this would have overtaken anything. I think that as we go into, because, they're not going to waste any time with next season. Like, it's starting now. Like,
it has to. What
are
they waiting for? This is all unfolding right now, and maybe they said, hey, to the whole crew, we're going to pay you this much more money, because there's no downtime. Nothing.
Rumor is that they filmed that they had a skeleton crew or whatever at Portia's bar mitzvah, which took place
I believe
2 weekends ago. It was like Dorit was there. Everybody was there.
They would catch that. They would definitely film that. Even if they saved it and didn't begin shooting right away. They always said, if there's ever anything really great that's going on, let us know. We'll always send someone out.
Right, like Teresa. I mean, New Jersey's done filming, it's wrapped, but Teresa and Luis, her man, just moved into their new $3 million house in New Jersey that he bought. And I can tell you 100%, I know for a
It was
fact
filmed.
that it was filmed. Yeah, of course. Like, this is
Yeah.
Teresa. Like, we're not going to not see her move in with this guy. We
Right.
followed her life from the beginning. Of course, they sent a film crew there.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
That's just how it is. This is real, folks.
This is like, so yeah, I mean, well, I just also, before we get off Erika, when it started, I also had a moment of laughing where she's like, no, I am actually happy to be here. You know, I'm actually happy to clear this and put it to bed and move on. I'm like, sweetie, this lawsuit is like,
not going away.
Right. This isn't your closure, baby. This is your closure for the season. Sure. I mean, if you want to call it closure, but we're going to do a whole nother season of, I mean.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Wait, what about, did you notice when Rinna and Garcelle made up, how she was just like not having it, how Erika was like pissed off that they were, yeah.
I mean, I also didn't really feel that was a real moment. Listen, I think going into next season, it will be interesting because now it's going to be like, by the end of this reunion, which we'll discuss as we chat about it each week, but like, I think that, you know, Erika's going to go into the season speaking to nobody. I mean, that's the rumor, that she doesn't speak to Kyle. There's no more Dorit. So I think I heard that Kyle and her hating each other, clashing, whatever you want to call it, is going to be the main focus. And now Crystal and Sutton are in a great place. So it's like, Sutton will have more, I mean, Crystal will have more of a role, but I think her and Kyle are gonna, I hope Kyle's ready for what's to come. I mean, Erika's not going to be afraid of Kyle.
No, but maybe now that Kyle is seeing that Erika doesn't have the fan sentiments and she's not liked, maybe Kyle will have a little bit more, bravado to buck her. Because, someone said, oh, she hates confrontation. Kyle hates confrontation. I think that's pretty true. But I think because Erika's always talked so tough which I don't get. I would have never freaking backed down from her. Hell no. I remember when she was like in my face one time, and I was laughing when we were doing the Habitat for Humanity, and she was like trying to tell me this, and I was like, get your finger out of my face. And I'm kind of laughing because I thought, oh my God, if she like takes one step to me, and then I said, and she goes, or I think she said, or what? And then she said, are you going to hit me? And I thought, at least she knows me a little bit. I mean, I don't want to ever do that. I stopped that, in grade school, but if you come too close,
well, then your season 6 might have been cut short, Kathryn.
Yeah. I would have been like the Portia that like freaking dragged someone by the ponytail. That could have been me.
They could have brought you out just for the reunion to sit in a different area and said her season was cut short.
She was kicked off for slapping.
I didn't understand why Sutton. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I get it. Like knowing her. I mean, having her on the show 3 times, you get to know. Like that was real. Like she was scared. Like Sutton's not used to that. I would have been 100%. The same issue. I would have been like, or what? Like, I don't understand. Like, you lay one hand on me, sweetie, like you will go to jail, because I will go I'll be calm. I'll just go right to the police and we'll have charges here. Like, you can hit me. I'm just going to go straight to the police.
When she does the threatening, and poor Teddy, I remember when she told Teddy, like, don't you ever do that again. And Teddy's little face was like, okay. Like, she was so scared. And I thought, you want to talk about a bully for nothing. But I think, again, that's like, I think she's got issues. I think she really needs some serious therapy. And I think maybe after all this, however the cards fall, maybe she'll get it. I hope so.